1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and take your seats.
Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Texas. We certainly appreciate you joining us both here in person and virtually via live stream. You've probably already seen photos of our new Tundra, but there's nothing like seeing it in person. Isn't it amazing? The truck of Texas. You know, this is an adventure-ready, go-anywhere, been-anywhere vehicle that's born from the line of trucks and SUVs known for quality, durability, and reliability. And it should come as no surprise that the all-new Tundra is an American story through and through. Designed and engineered in the United States from the ground up and assembled right here in San Antonio, Texas. You know, to everyone who had a role in bringing this new model Tundra to life, especially our team members, you made this happen. Your success is a triumph for Toyota. As we get started, I'd like to recognize a few special guests we have with us today. Joining me on stage, we have the 48th Governor of the great state of Texas, Honorable Greg Abbott. Also joining us is Bexar County Judge and longtime Toyota friend, Nelson Wolf. And our esteemed Mayor of San Antonio, Ron Nuremberg. We also have friends joining us from our Toyota North American family. With me on stage, we have Chief Administrative Officer Chris Reynolds, who will be sharing some exciting news with us in a moment. And from Toyota Texas, our very own Suzanne Kazunas, Vice President of Manufacturing, and Carla Wright, General Manager of Administration and Production Control. Also, I must recognize the driving force behind the amazing design of this new truck. Chief Engineer Mike Swears, who is in the audience. Mike, would you please stand? You know, Mike and his team have been around the world over the last few years as they redesigned every single part of the 2022 Tundra from the ground up. You may also recognize a former TMMTX president sitting right here in the front row, now Toyota North America Executive Vice President of Product Support, Chris Nielsen. Chris, would you please stand? We also have several other executives joining us from Toyota North America. Would you please stand? I also want to take a moment to extend a very special welcome to the TM&A team members watching this event remotely. You are an integral part of our success, and also give a sincere thanks to our manufacturing facilities across North America who have provided direct support to make this truck launch happen. And our truck wouldn't be complete without the mighty powertrain that made it possible by our Missouri, Tennessee, and Alabama factories, some of which are here with us today. Give them a round of applause. And also to our valuable Gulf States partners and dealers, welcome and thank you. You know, Toyota Texas is a unique manufacturing facility because we also incorporate over 20 on-site suppliers on our campus, with some of them even under the same roof with us today. Their efforts during this model change cannot be overlooked. Thank you to our suppliers and your team members for your contributions. With the leadership of our on-site suppliers, please stand. And finally, and most importantly, none of this would be possible without the amazing 3,200 TMMTX team members that make this happen. With representatives from every shop here today, let's give them a big round of applause. Your dedication to bringing our customers the all-new 2022 Tundra is what makes us successful. And for me, what a time to lead the best team in the best city, in the best state. I was fortunate enough to begin my journey with Toyota right here in San Antonio in 2005. And now it's my great honor to support this plant in its first major model change since we started building trucks. You know, our groundbreaking ceremony was in 2003. And since then, we've invested over $3.1 billion in our facility, donated over $45 million, and given countless volunteer hours to support our great community and state. What a journey this project has been. The past year has presented significant challenges for all of us. When COVID-19 hit in March of 2020, no one knew what was coming. And then in 2021, when Texas was hit with an unprecedented winter storm, through all of it, Toyota Texas and our team members remained focused on getting us to this moment. Thank you. Today, we celebrate the hard work and dedication and this accomplishment that's been years in the making, starting with a $391 million investment in 2019 to prepare the facility and over 1.2 million hours of construction. Production has started. There's no question we're delivering the toughest, most capable, and most advanced Tundra to date. With so much to celebrate today, and here to help us kick things off is Toyota North America Chief Administrative Officer and the former Executive Vice President of Manufacturing who led our investment for this model change, Chris Reynolds.
Hey y'all, look at that truck. It is an amazing truck. Thank you, Kevin. And good morning, Team Toyota Texas. Governor Abbott, Mr. Mayor, Judge Wolf, and distinguished guests. I am so pleased that you could join us here at our Texas plant because I'm so excited for you to see our great Texas team members all around you who give it their all and go above and beyond to bring our customers the best trucks around. Let's give another round of applause for those team members. And Kevin is absolutely right. Despite the many challenges they faced, our team members remained laser focused on preparing for this moment, the all-new Tundra line-off. They know that this full-size truck is so important to the segment, but also for Toyota's overall lineup to offer a portfolio of products for our customers to choose from. And as we all know in this business, the customer gets to make the choice. And they're going to choose this great truck over and over and over again. Now, today also marks the next milestone in our company's continuing efforts to reach carbon neutrality for our vehicles and operations by 2050. With the Tundra's all-new iForce Max hybrid engine, say that 5 times fast, right? We're adding yet another option to our already wide variety of products, powertrains, and technology into our lineup. Everything from fuel-efficient internal combustion engines to battery electrics to hybrids to plug-ins. Governor, as we discussed, fuel cells. Hey, Toyota has it all. We believe this department store approach to our powertrains and to our vehicles is a faster and quicker way to carbon neutrality. And we're not new to this game. As you know, Toyota has sold more electrified vehicles than any other automaker, including that one that starts with a T. And we're determined to continue that leadership. Toyota has sold more than 18.7 million alternative powertrain vehicles globally. Just think about that. 4.1 million alone in this country. Here in the US, our 17 Toyota and Lexus electrified vehicles account for 24% of our total sales. And by 2030, get this, we expect that number to go up to nearly 70%, which would be about 1.5 million to 1.8 million electrified vehicles, including zero-emission vehicles. So I think everybody agrees, certainly we at Toyota all agree, that the future of the auto industry is electrified, And with the help of the all-new Tundra hybrid, Toyota intends to be the big dog in this space, like we are today. I had to say big dog because that truck reminds me of Clifford, the big red dog. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful truck. Now, I can't wait to get behind the wheel of this vehicle, not only to test the iForce Max hybrid powertrain, and I had to practice that, guys, but because it's built right here in San Antonio by our great team members, by y'all. You know, it's been over 18 years since our Toyota Texas plant became a valued member of this community. During that time, TMMTX established itself as an advocate of STEM education and workforce development. We're giving back to the community. And as a mobility company, Toyota supports organizations that focus on moving communities forward, whether that's on the road, in a classroom, or in neighborhoods all around the U.S. So, as part of that commitment, to continue our commitment, today, I am pleased to announce that we are donating a total of $650,000 to 8 community partners. Let's give a hand. Now, as I call off, I'd like representatives from each group to please stand. The Via Transit Authority, where are you? Great. The San Antonio Food Bank. And our 6 great public school districts right here in our backyard. Where are you? Thank you, each of you, all of you, for your valuable contributions that you and your organizations have made right here in San Antonio. One more round of applause. Now, it's employers like us and community partners like you and leadership like we have here on the stage that help make the Lone Star State one of the top places to raise a family, to build a business, certainly build a Tundra, and create greater opportunities for everyone. It's my honor to introduce a man who is dedicated to Texas and helps make all of this possible. A native Texan, he's been a devoted public servant for 25 years. Please join me in welcoming our great governor, the Honorable Governor of Texas, Greg Abbott.
Well, thank you, Chris. It's great to be here with you, as well as Team Toyota, as well as with the other public officials and people from across the community. Before I begin, I want to thank everybody with Toyota, but I particularly want to call out the men and women who are wearing the hard hats in the back of the room who construct and build these great Toyota trucks. Thank you for your hard work every single day. I want to start my remarks by making a very important point, and that is so many people across the entire world know very well about the superior product that Toyota makes, but not enough people know as much about the substantial role that Toyota plays in shaping the great state of Texas. To put all this into context, let me explain this one fact. In just the first 11 months of this year, there are 70 businesses that relocated their headquarters to Texas. Mathematically, that is a new headquarters moved to Texas every 5 days during the course of this year. And that is not counting facilities like the massive new semiconductor plant by Samsung that was announced last week, as well as the $30 billion Texas Instrument semiconductor plant announced the week before that. I'll mention those two because semiconductor chips from both Texas Instruments as well as Samsung are used by Toyota in their products. Here's my point, though, and that is all of these companies that are moving to Texas, that are growing in Texas, they are following a trail that was actually blazed by Toyota. Toyota was the original pioneer coming into the Lone Star State and broke ground in 2003 and has flourished in Texas so much, and they enjoyed doing business in Texas so much, the decade after breaking ground here, they decided to move their North America headquarters right here to the great state of Texas. But the thing about Toyota is that for us, it is far more than just a business. Toyota is a valued partner for our state. They are literally part of the Texas success story economically, and we enjoy so much about the way they give back to the community. What you've done for the community in your announcement, Chris, earlier today is a clear example of the way Toyota does more than just look out for the bottom line of their business. They look out for the bottom line of their entire community, and I can tell you for a fact, the community of San Antonio and Bexar County and the state of Texas are better because of Toyota and everything that Toyota does in the great state of Texas. But it's even more personal than that, because as you all know, you have leaders in your company that are so personal, so engaging, that we have developed a bond and a friendship. And I've had the opportunity to develop a close personal bond and friendship with Akira Toyoda himself. And if you know him, you know he's quite hilarious. He may be the funniest, most engaging businessman I've ever met. I've had him at the governor's mansion several times, and the first time he showed up at the governor's mansion, I'm trying to figure out how to properly dress and act and things like that, and I wore a coat and tie. And much to my amazement, when Akira Toyoda showed up to the governor's mansion for the first time, he was wearing a Buc-ee's t-shirt. So I got to know him also when I took several trips to Japan. And one time when I was visiting with him, we had a private dinner at a restaurant together, and he took me downstairs to a parking lot, and he wanted to show me what he had in the parking lot at this restaurant in Japan. He had a Toyota Tundra right there in the parking lot, and he told me, he said, "Governor, this truck was born in Texas, built by Texans, now in Japan." That is how proud he is of what you do right here in Texas. More important, however, is that the future of Texas and Toyota in Texas is just as profound as Toyota's past in Texas. And that's why all of us are so proud to be here for the unveiling of the 2022 Toyota Tundra, the latest in a long line of Toyota trucks that are built exclusively in Texas. The fact of the matter is, there is no label more powerful than Made in Texas, and we are proud of products made by Toyota right here in San Antonio, Texas. Today's unveiling of the 2022 Tundra is a celebration of Toyota's innovation and manufacturing mastery, and it is a testament to what businesses can achieve in the great state of Texas. God bless you all, God bless Toyota, and God bless the great state of Texas.
Thank you, Governor Abbott, for your leadership and for being here to celebrate with us today. We appreciate everything your administration has done for both the state and for Toyota Texas. My name is Suzanne Kazunas, and as Kevin mentioned, I have the pleasure of serving as the Vice President of Manufacturing at Toyota Texas. Bringing a new vehicle to market is no small task. It is a multi-year process with teams of dedicated employees from across the enterprise. And assembling the vehicle is just one component in the process. From concept to design, teams from Toyota's research and development facilities in California and Michigan worked with manufacturing to bring their vision to life. Before joining Team Texas, I had the honor of being dispatched to Japan, where I worked in Toyota production engineering. I was part of a team evaluating the changes required here at TMMTX to introduce the 2022 Tundra. These included new technologies like aluminum body panels, advanced high-strength steel, and premium paint processes. The North America team also worked to create a first-in-class, highly advanced blank welding process called Dejima, pivotal to the frame and the smooth ride quality that new Tundra will be known for. During this time, the design group worked with Texas team members and engineers to perform 3D virtual builds and later to build prototypes for early identification of potential issues. Together, issues were evaluated and resolved before one truck was ever built. Our members spent years working with design and engineering, studying change points, setting up new processes, managing part logistics, and investing thousands of hours to train others, all to prepare our lines and our people for the new model. You've sacrificed weekends, months, and years on this project. Will our pilot members, engineers, and skilled teams who supported this project please raise your hand? You have our sincere gratitude. Finally, we began production trials. And during trials, Toyota Texas team members assembled the new model in the normal production environment, ensuring our teams, processes, and equipment were ready prior to the start of production. And keep in mind, throughout all the process changes and trials, we were still assembling the previous generation Tundra. And with our amazing team's focus on quality, we still won the prestigious J.D. Power Initial Quality Award 2 years in a row. That is a total of 12 J.D. Power Awards for our previous Tundra. What a way to close an era. We've talked quite a bit about the work we've done over the last few years to get us to this point. And I might be biased, but I think we have the best workforce in the entire region, if not the state and even the country. We say this new Tundra is born from Invincible, the embodiment of Toyota's rich history of building world-class body-on-frame trucks and SUVs. Well, our employees are at the heart of that invincibility. They are what makes this all-new Tundra the powerhouse it is. But you don't have to take my word for it. Let's hear from them.
I wear a smile on my face every day. I go home, head held high. I get to hold my daughter and love her every day because of this company. We're pretty much a big family. We take care of each other, we look out for each other. I really love it.
When I came here, I wanted to be part of something big. I was driven by the commitment to excellence, the customer first, quality. Those were things that meant a lot to me. Working with my son here at Toyota, I can't put into words. To share that with them, it's priceless.
It's amazing working with my dad. We talk with each other about projects that we're doing, and we'd like to get input from each other. Working here has impacted my life. I'm doing something that I love.